And welcome to the Saturday edition of the Charity First Handicapping Challenge. Georgie, big weekend all around. Big weekend of racing. Something kind of big going on tomorrow. And our favorite players here today. We're all friends here, so this should be a good one.
This should definitely be a good one tomorrow. For you guys that didn't know, the big game is available right here at Santa Anita. And you can come in admissions free. Chappie has put together a tremendous pick'em contest featuring all the picks featured. The Rams or the game, or what is it, Chappie?
So we did 12 of them that we always do, and it's free to enter. They're all props from I did 2 racing to start it off, and then the rest are all props on the game, and the winner gets $1,000. So normally it's $500. We've doubled it because of the big deal for the big game. So go to pick'em.santanita.com and it's free, and you can win a grand.
That sounds good. First post is 11 o'clock. We're going to start early, so anybody who wants to go home and watch the game has plenty of time to do that. And a lot of people have taken off because of this game, and we got a couple of handicappers here that they're both on vacation.
Yes, I am on vacation. Look at my Hawaiian shirt. I'm on vacation.
Ruben, you're over there in Las Vegas having a great weekend. I heard you got a couple of donuts left. Can we have a donut?
Oh, man. We like to stop. I actually enjoy the drive to Las Vegas. It's a nice 4 hours if you leave early enough on time. Like, it's a good bonding experience. My wife and I, we were able to leave early and stopped at Krispy Kreme in Hesperia, got an In-N-Out burger on the way up, got a dozen Valentine's Day donuts. We have like maybe 7 or 8 left. So
nice.
Things are good. I'm first of all, I'm ahead of the game already. I'm on top just by being awake and alive to be here with you guys. So,
Yep.
Already in the win column. Got to see Wyclef last night. That was nice. So, just
2
trying
questions.
to wake up and hydrate.
2 questions, Ruben. Did you win any money? Are you up from last night? And what time did you go to bed?
About 4:50 a.m. and we didn't gamble a single thing yesterday.
What?
Wow.
Got here. Took care of some, let's say, beautification process. Had to get my eyebrows done. My wife got her hair blown out. Got dinner. Did a little reconnaissance to see what was open. Nice. So didn't make a single wager yesterday. It was beautiful.
Wow.
One of my best gambling days recently.
And then Los Ponies, you've got no locale. What are you doing? You're driving around just checking out the taco joints in town, or what?
That's all I'm doing. I actually want to be where Ruben is at. So Ruben, I might join you. So I have some little free time. But given that I have some free time, Chappie, you called me up and you said you want to go against your quarters co-host George. He's got a guy over there. I was like, bring it on, let's do it.
Georgie, real quick, that was great because George actually hosted the quarters with you last weekend, and
it was very profitable. Very profitable.
And I was interacting from afar, and it was a blast. Yeah.
Chappie was the best part of the show, even though he wasn't on the show. Best part of the show by far.
That was true.
And then he remained hot, winning that night, and then putting in a pick 5 that we shared, and we all won there as well. Chappie was on a roll.
Yeah. No, hey, that's all thanks to Los Ponies. That's like the funniest thing is, George, you said, were you going to be the analyst or the host? And you're like, wait. This guy knows everything. What am I going to say?
Yeah, that was a no-brainer there. All right, we're going to take a little 5-minute break when Aqueduct has their 3rd race. So let's get into it right now and see. All right, our handicappers, you guys have your work cut out for you. Yesterday, Don Chatlos turned his $300 into $4,950.
Wow.
It was impressive, Chappie.
Is that our highest ever?
I think Steve Cawthon had 5,000 something.
Oh yeah.
So
right.
It's the second highest ever.
Wow.
Which was, and he almost, if he would have hit his daily double at the end, that was $100 straight, he would have gone over the 5,000 something mark. Wow. But he did great. And so you guys, the pressure's on. No pressure, but the pressure's on. Ruben, you've worked with Los Ponies before, but now you're working against him.
Oh man.
Where are you going with your $100 win bet and why?
So let's just start it off in the first year. Race 1, my win bet the 7 horse Kuora. I loved the horse on the form. I thought there's a little bit of speed in the race to set it up. You look back, that race two back against Norma Jean, a little bit flat. She ran okay. Last time, throw the sprint race out. Then I saw the workout reports working really well. I had loved the horse earlier before even seeing the workout reports. And most importantly, the horse has won 5 races. I know she's going to get bet. It might even be 72, 3-1 range. But Kuora's, I think, facing a field that there's going to be a lot of expectations put on Ginja. I think Tizer is going to draw a little bit of action. Definitely the Sadler horse coming in from Chad Brown back east. Sadler has had, it's Catapult. Goodness, it just popped into my head. There was a horse that Sadler had success with from Chad Brown a couple years back at Del Mar. It was Catapult. So he's definitely going to attract some attention. But I'm staying with the 7 here, Kuora. Hopefully she stays in contention. Doesn't get too far back. There's a little bit of speed up front. And I think she's going to take some play. So about 4-1 range, probably about what you're going to end up getting. But that's my play and my win bet in the first race.
Pretty strong. I think it's going to pay well in that first race, Cora. Also, I think got a B+ on the workout report, Cora. So a lot of positives in that one's favor. And let's see if we could start off the day with the win. Chappie?
I think you're going to get very close to that 6-1 because what? I think the 1 and the 2 are going to get all the play. So if you hit that, Los Ponies, we got to be on our A game, buddy. I know you've been, off this weekend, but it's time to turn it back on. Let's go. Where are we going with our $100 win bet? Why?
I'm going to go to the second race, race number 2, and that is more again a play against the 5. I think the 5 is going to get overbet because people are going to see the toss the head sandwich at the start, and I thought it wasn't as significant as trouble as the running line makes it out to be. And when you watch the race, not for the 5, for not money, was kind of finishing evenly. You see that she went from 6th to 2nd, but she was just kind of grinding it out. It wasn't a big finish, and she was on the inside saving ground. So I'm going to play against the 5. To me, it's all about the speed of Kaiten Kin on the inside. So hopefully we can get every bit of that 5-2. I think the 5 is going to go favored no matter what. But the 1, Kaiten Kin, doesn't want to route. Tossed out routing last time out, even though she was part of the pace and planned it out. Tossed out the maiden special weight race. The 2 races at this level, they're both very solid efforts. There's not a ton of speed in this field. I like that JJ Hernandez stays aboard. I'll take every bit of the 5-2 morning line if I can get it on Kaiten Kin with that speed and back against the sprint. So I wasn't a fan of the effort by the 5. I'm willing to let that one beat me from off the pace. Give me the speed win bet on the 1, Kaiten Kin.
I like it. Like you said, that 5 is going to get a lot of play, and that horse has got plenty of speed on the cutback. So Georgie, we're hoping for a little wire-to-wire victory in race 2 on the 1.
All right, we got action right off the bat, first race and second race, so that's pretty fun to go there. All right, Ruben, you got an exact box to work with. Where are you going and why?
All right, let's go to race 5. This is, I think, one of the best betting races we've seen in a long time. I can imagine each of these horses taking a little bit of money. I think, though, what's going to end up happening is I think the price is going to be right on the 9 horse. She's Devoted. Look at who she's run against her last few times. Legs Galore twice.
Yeah.
Both those times in the Sunshine Philly and Mare's turf sprint, nobody was beating Legs Galore that day except maybe if Cambia Corsa had come out to jump onto the track. So I'm gonna go to the 9 horse there. I'm gonna keep Bravo on top. There's gonna be 2 horses I use underneath. I'm gonna use Rispoli. I really like the race she came out of last time. Closing Remarks. Everyone's familiar with her. Was just by far the best horse there. There's nothing wrong with running second to Closing Remarks there. And then I'll use also underneath. I'm going to go to where we go here. I'm going to go to the 4 horse with Simon Callahan training and Curatulo up. That horse looked 3 back at that racing in Great Britain. Did well also in the grade 3 prior to that 4 back. I'll throw out the run in the Goldacova, the grade 2 routing. I'll forgive, let's say, the comeback race after a mini layoff, shuffled early, bumped at the 16th hole. I'm going to use the 9 on top with the 2 and the 4 as my exact play in the 5th.
All right, another nice price. We're going to give Don Chatlos a run for his money if we get hot here, Ruben. Let's see if we get lucky. And of course, we're hoping you get lucky over there in Vegas at the Rio. Chappie?
You know, Ruben, just real quickly, I actually gave out Fearless Girl on the radio show this morning. There was some trouble last time out. And also, the fours replays are sneaky. That horse has had some trouble both times. There's more there than the 15-1. Obviously, the 9, very talented. You know, the 2 turns is what we don't know about. But I like what you're doing there, buddy. But
hey, Ruben, we got a defector. He's coming to our side. He's coming.
No. I was going to say, I hope you're wrong, but I like what you're looking at. So,
you'll be cheering for me even though I lose. I got it.
I'm all team no cheese this weekend. Let me tell you.
I'm
So
team no cheese also.
Absolutely.
So, all right, let's clarify this. Cheese is okay on hard shell tacos because then it's more like a nacho approach.
Exactly.
It's not complicated, guys. There's no reason for us to quarrel here.
Oh, I'm lying through my teeth. I like cheese, but he's on my team this week, so I got to say whatever. You know,
okay.
I'm trying to keep his spirits up.
Yes.
I'm team cheese, but not today. So, where we go with our exacta, Jose?
All right, so for the exacta, I'm going to go to race number 6. And the more I looked at this race, the more I was like, John Sadler and Hronis Racing off a nearly, over a year and a half layoff. If this horse was not any kind of right, they would not be bringing this horse back. Like this barn would not be messing around and dropping a horse to 16 claimer, off a lengthy layoff. I think if there was any kind of sense that this horse is not going to run any kind of step, they would have probably not run this back, given the connection. So I'm handicapping the connections more than anything. So I think the 7 should dominate that field. I know the layoff is suspect, but the workouts are okay. I just feel like if it was any other connections, there would be some question marks. But given that who they are, I don't think that we'll be messing around with bringing a horse off the lengthy layoff and kind of bringing this horse if this horse is not right. So I think the 7 romps in that group, 8-5. Should be well supported. But in the exact underneath, a couple of prices I like. I like El Durango for Sam Scolameti, who is a little bit of a break since that made in Diploma. Diego Herrera stays aboard. There's some speed there. There's a barn that doesn't have many runners, but they tend to do well. They tend to kind of put them in spots where they can be competitive. This one got the maiden Diploma, defeated a next out winner. And then the 3-horse Me Likey, another low-profile barn, Milton Pineda, who's been doing well over the nighttime in Los Al. They claimed this one for $16K, and since they claimed them, they've been stepping up against much, much tougher. They finally dropped back to a more realistic spot. The workouts since that race are pretty solid. I'm banking that the other two favorites, the 2 and the 6, are going to show some speed or be too far back to make an impact and then kind of flatten out. So I'm banking that the low-profile barns at a kind of middle prices can pop up for the exacta. So 7 over 3-4. 7 over 3-4 for my exacta in race number 6.
All right, so 7 over 3-4, Georgie. Obviously, the 7. That's the $16,000 question. Does that horse just romp off a year-and-a-half layoff, or so be it? Coming out of a stake race, but Pratt also sees fit to ride. So the entire connections, the horse is going to be a big favorite. We shall see.
He might very well be a favorite at the claim box too.
Well, one thing I'll add on there too is we look at the speed figures, right? That 60 they got last time, very competitive against this field. The 56 prior right at Tampa, that was as a 2-year-old also.
Yep.
Horse is coming back now, started the 4-year-old campaign, just natural progression. As long as there's no major issues, I can't fault that selection at all.
Right.
Definitely going to get that there.
Before we get to our daily double, I hate to throw you guys a curveball. You weren't expecting this, but our sister track has a very big race today, the El Camino Real Derby. I don't know if you guys got a chance to look at it or not, but it looks like a big race. Of course, Rumbauer, that we love, the trainer of Rumbauer, parlayed the win there to the Preakness. So a pretty key race. And we got, some key horses in there. Black Ladder for Bob Baffert. And, of course, McKinnon for Doug O'Neill. And Cedillo goes up to ride that. Any thoughts on the El Camino, either one of you guys?
I like, there's a price horse that I like, a local horse, Unraptured, the 3-horse. I just like the way he looked, stretching out and breaking and getting that win. He was the odds-on favorite to win that race back on January 14th. But the fact that he stretched out, he took care of business. It was only a short field, but I don't. He just looked like he was set up to do that, and he did it well. I know he's tackling much tougher, but at 10-1, I'm willing to throw out a flyer on a horse that is locally is not going to get bet too much because of the invaders. Unraptured to me is interesting to me at 10-1.
That was on our show. Bruce Finkelstein gave out Unraptured, and he's very good up north. And he said visually, which I did not watch that race, but he said that was very impressive visually on the 3-horse, and that was his top play, Ruben.
I'll add. I pulled up the PPs. Here I'm looking at them on Formulator. One thing I'll say about McKinnon, that horse is just very good. He should take well to synthetic. I can't blame anyone that bets him. You're probably looking at 4 to 5-ish range, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely no criticism of McKinnon. His last 2 races were excellent, I thought, especially within the context of this field. The one, there's a little bit of a price play. Where'd you go here? Out on the outside for Doug O'Neill. Del Mo added blinkers last time. Got a nice win, beat a return winner, 1 by 2 drawing off. That's kind of where I'd lean if you're looking for another price.
Another interesting race, I thought, Chappie, because we sort of touched on it, was over at Oaklawn in race number 9. There's a horse called Pharaoh's Heart, Little Red Feather. And we mentioned they had somewhat of a falling out with Mark Glatt. So this is the first one I've seen that has left the Mark Glatt barn, and he ends up in the Steve Asmussen barn, a really, really powerful barn. Gets Rosario Pharaoh's Heart for in Oaklawn. It has an interesting look, and I'd like to see how he does for Little Red Feather. All right, daily double time. And Ruben, where are we going on daily double?
Alrighty, let's go to race 8. So race 8, favorite, Got Thunder, nothing crazy there. I just want to get alive to Urban in the 9th. So going to use Got Thunder there. Also going to use the 5 for Simon Callahan. That race, I know bettors love seeing trouble lines in the stretch. To me, when you're sprinting on dirt, trouble lines. Come on, Chappie, you gonna get it? Did you get it?
We'll see.
I'm watching Aqueduct right here. We got the 3-horse, right, Chappie?
Yeah, he's tucked in a good spot. Looks like he's got some horse.
You need some room.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ruben. We'll
No
keep
problem.
you.
We can tell by the body language. Okay, we're just gonna make an assessment based on the body language. I'm not even watching the race. So right now, Chappie,
we just watched Chappie.
Yeah, he's got the smile. Oh, he's going to the lip bite. All right. Oh no, leaning back, changing the angle now. He's got to lean now to the side.
I don't like that lean.
Yeah, the lean is concerned.
I don't think he's going to get up.
No.
Nope.
Oh,
no. Too much work to do.
Wow.
That's a rough one.
All right, back to business.
All right.
Well beaten fourth to lose $968. Back to you, Bob.
But it was fun. So, and there's a home run by,
Yeah.
So race 8, just want to get alive to Urban in the 9th. I'll take the 4 Got Thunder. Also going to use the 5 Classic Mark. It was an even run. I was saying bettors love seeing trouble lines in the stretch, but when you're sprinting on dirt, trouble early on in the first 1, 2, 3 furlongs to me is much more important. You're running faster. That's where position is established. You don't want to lose momentum. You don't want to have to set anything like that. Had a little bit of trouble early on at 3/8 full. Jump into the grade 3 Sweet Life. Last time out, Urban was just absolutely dominant. The last 2 races, they added Lasix for Alan J. Foxwood on Urban, and this horse has so much talent. And I think when they finally stretch her out to a route of ground, it's really going to come through. Down the hill is going to fit her well. The runner-up ran a very good race. I think she's going to take some play. But love Urban in this spot. The runner-up being Kitty Katana in that last race. They're going to dominate the wagering, but going to just try to end it with a victory for my friends over there at Alan J. Foxwoods with Urban in the last.
All right, that sounds good, boy. If you get a 5.4, I mean a 5.9, that's going to pay really, really well. Chappie?
All right, Los Ponies, double time for you. I know that's your favorite bet, so hopefully you're right on cue like you are at night at Los Al. Where we heading?
Can I do it? Wait, guys. Can I do it?
Yeah.
Jose, do you know what time it is?
There's 2 races left. You know what time it is. It's double time.
Double time.
And we're gonna go head to head because my double is in races 8 and 9.
All right.
Yes.
And my single is in rate 9, and it's not Urban. So here we go.
Gotcha.
So I'm not gonna. And the whole play is that originally I wanted to make Kitty Kitana my win bet, but I don't. The more I handicap the race, I don't think I was gonna get 4-1 at all. I think the 7 is gonna be very on tight in the wagering with the 9. So I'm not going to get the value in the win bet. I think I'm not going to get 4-1. So I decided to make it a double, and I'm not going to get cute in race 8. I think it's going to dominate either Bob Baffert or Sadler. I think Karak, the 1 horse, hopefully that's the right pronunciation, Karak, and Got Thunder. So I'm just going to try to get out of that race with those 2 favorites. I think one of those 2 is going to dominate race number 8, but I love Kitty Kitana last time out. We all know Ken DeSomo can be a confident race rider, and I thought he was riding this horse very confidently in between horses down the backstretch. He got stopped a couple of times. Once Ken DeSomo got rolling under Kitty Kitana, it was too late because Urban got the jump on her. But I think Kitty Kitana, with the trouble she had, she might have had to steady twice at least from what I watched in the videotape, and it was a significant momentum loss. Once she angled out and got rolling, I think Ken DeSomo used the stick into the last final 8th, and once she got rolling, it was just too late. She ended up finishing second best. It was her first start over the track, second time here now at Santa Anita, second time in the States at all. Phil D'Amato, you get John Velasquez. I love Kitty Kitana in that spot. So, Ruben, we're going to go head-to-head in this double.
It's going to be fun.
We each pick the
with 7.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
I wrote about that one last time in San Diego. It's called Kerouac, and he was a writer in the '60s. He started what was called the beatnik generation. So there was a lot of beatniks when I was growing up, and it was because of this guy Kerouac, who's a good writer, who died in the '60s as well, I think. But
Kitty Kitana is my top pick in the last as well. So I'm right with you there, Los Ponies.
One thing I'll add, I took the favorite. Los Ponies took the close second choice in the wagering, so it's guaranteed 15-1, 20-1 bomb for everybody that loves betting against us. So
we're not going to need the tiebreaker today, Chad.
No chance for these guys. Not even a shot.
I think we're going to race 7. Race 7's got a lot of entries, and nobody's got any action in it. So let's go to race 7, and Chappie's going to spin that wheel.
Is it the Wheel of Smiles?
Yes. The Wheel of Doom / the Wheel of Smiles. Hey, all right. Los Ponies. You get first pick.
I'm going to go with what Ruben has been doing. He's been on the Joe Bravo on this card. I'm with Joe Bravo on the 10, Hemmerly here for Richard Mandela. I know she's been beating the beating favorite in the last 2 starts, but draw a line through that last race, the slump, that's not what she wanted to do. There was a race that was scheduled raced off the turf. Before that, all the efforts was pretty consistent. You see beating about 2 lengths, beating about a length and a half. She's kind of a mid-pat horse. And overall, she was drawn in between horses in those races. Tonight, she draws the outside. She should be able to get a comfortable trip without getting kind of boxed in. I know it's a short run into the first turn, but as long as she stays out of trouble, she should come rolling late. So, Hemmerly, the 10 with Joe Bravo and Richard Mandela.
I like it. Ruben.
That's from the family of Dog Tag. There, Hemmerly for Alan J. Foxwoods. Absolute gorgeous horse. Can't knock that selection. Took my pick for me. Give me the 7, Carol Girl. I'll take Flavian on there. Flavian with this trainer, him and Baltus are only at 30% win percentage on the meet. It's a little bit below his win percentage as a whole of 32%. So it's a substandard jockey trainer combo, but I'm going to forgive it.
All right. Well, any picks for the big game tomorrow, Ruben?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think the Rams defense is going to come out fast and furious. I think the Bengals are going to allow the defense to come to them, right? And every time I analyzed the game, I kept imagining, the Rams defense is good. And I think the proper approach is, instead of the offense coming out doing fancy stuff, I think the defense is going to come out very aggressive. I think the Bengals are going to allow them to do that, to see how they react to their formations and plays. I like the Rams early on. I definitely love the Rams to record the first sack. I love Burrow's first pass to be incomplete. Now, for the game, I'm leaning towards the Bengals. If you can find some alternate lines, I've seen some good Bengals -3.5, plus 250-ish. I think if you bet the Bengals, I think you got to think they win by a touchdown. I don't think the Bengals win a close game. Also, I will add, there's a prop bet. They've got Steph Curry tonight against the Lakers, okay? Points, assists, and rebounds. I think it's points, assists, rebounds. I'll triple check. But it's the Steph Curry stats for tonight versus Joe Burrow's longest pass tomorrow. So I like Curry minus the 1.5 against Joe Burrow's longest pass. I gotta have something to cheer for in the Laker game.
I love it.
I can cheer for Curry to get big stats, cheer for a Laker win, and then cheer against a long Burrow pass, although I am leaning towards the Bengals.
Before we get to Los Ponies, two interesting things. So we had Chris Chandler on the show this morning, who played for the Falcons, played 17 years in the NFL, lost in the Super Bowl to the Broncos. He loves the under. That was his big play. And then of all the obscure ones, Gino Bacola said to parlay Snoop Dogg as the first performer at halftime to the orange Gatorade as on dumping on the winning coach.
I don't know. I think Eminem's going to offer value in that one. I think the value's going to be Eminem.
Well, he was thinking they're going to go old school first, right? So he was thinking Snoop Dogg's going to get whoever sings first. So yeah, Snoop Dogg to the orange Gatorade. Los Ponies.
The more I looked at the game, the more I see Rams are more complete on both sides of the ball, and it's to me it just the Bengals have to play excellent on both sides to kind of overtake them. The more I looked at it, the more the Rams looked more complete in my eyes. So I'm on the Rams. I'm on the Rams. I think the Rams are a more complete team. I think the Bengals will have to do too many things too good to overcome that. So I'll take the Bengals. I'll take the Rams. And if I was in Vegas like Ruben, I will be shopping alternate lines as well to get more money. I think they're going to win handily.
All right. A lot of betting going to be taking place tomorrow. No question about it. Good luck to both of you. We hope you guys do well for our fans that are watching. And we'll see one of you two guys in round number 3.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck, Jose.
See ya. Thanks.
Have fun. Good luck, guys. Thank you very much.